All right, now I'm gonna open the valve, and we can start pumping. There we go, all the oil filling up. Flowing right through. Let her rip.
I'm just ballin', flossin', rollin' through my neighborhood, ballin', flossin', rollin' through my neighborhood, ballin', flossin', rollin' through my neighborhood.
What's the other joint? Oh, the other joint we're looking at?
Okay, my will presidential, 10 presidential, money presidential, bitches presidential, everything black, so you know I'm presidential.
He gonna hook up in the front center, and he gonna pull at an angle that way.
Riding through the hood with my top down, she know I like it better when the top down. Niggas hating on me cause I'm hot now. No surprise, I know why I'm getting money, yeah. It's a lovely day, so I'ma ride the city. Cup full of something to slow down my senses. The designer shoes cost a nice penny. That's $750. We talk Pacifics, that rose gold compliment.
What's up? What's up, YouTube? Look, today we here working on Project F-Type 2015 Jaguar F-Type R, and we're gonna be changing the oil today. So I'm gonna show y'all real time how oil change goes on here. This is my first time doing this, so please give me a little slack, a little slack for some of y'all that did it before. So I had to buy the Mighty Vac pneumatic. I got the pneumatic version. They got a little pump version with a little like a bicycle pump be sitting on top of here. You got that version, and you got the pneumatic version where you plug up basically like an air supply, which I have right here. And basically it just starts the air siphons through and starts to create a suction up here and pull the oil down. But before we do that, I got the engine cleaner. And the way this stuff works is you pour this down in the engine case. This whole thing, technically, it tells you for 7 to 8 quarts, you pour 2 of these in there. But I'm just gonna use one. And I'm gonna pour this down into the engine oil case, crankcase, whatever. And then you start it up and let it run for about 10 minutes till it reaches moderate temperature, or I guess the normal running operating temperature or whatever. So anyway, we'll do that in a second. The oil I'm putting in, of course they wanted you to put in 0W30, but we got 5W30. All right, oil filter, and this tool right here to replace to take off the cap where the oil filter goes. And this is the gasket to go under the cap that goes, well, this goes on top of. All right, these are just some tubes that come for different connections to this. But what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get everything ready. All right. And I'm gonna put this. Oh, you're not gonna put it out, y'all. It's starting to run. That is gonna close off. Yeah, we're gonna sit that there until we're ready, because it's automatically pushing through. All right, so now we'll go ahead and crank the car up with the key. And let this thing run for about 10 minutes. And get the oil a little warmed up too. the weight to the temperature. It's right here. Gets up to where its normal temperature at. And about 10 minutes. And then we'll go ahead and cut it off. Loud in here. I'll wait 10 minutes and I'll be right back. Alright, so see this little straw looking thing in the oil? Against the oil, under the oil cap. You take this tube right here and you push it all the way on there like that. Nice and snug. Alright. We come over here to do the same thing. Push this in here. Nice and snug. Alright. So we seal that up. Now we got this sealed up. And that sealed up. Now all we gotta do now is just plug this thing up and make sure this valve is in the up position right here. That way it can flow. The air can flow, or the suction can flow. My bad, down. The suction can flow down and pull, and basically it's gonna suck on this valve, which is gonna suck from here and take all the oil out the engine. So we just plug it up right now, and then we start watching. All right, now I'm gonna open the valve, and we can start pumping. There we go, all the oil filling up. Flowing right through. Let her rip. Okay, so what we got out was a little over 4 liters, maybe 4 and a little over a quarter. I mean, a little under a quarter. Probably 4 and probably somewhere in the range of 4 1/5, something like that. But y'all know we added that additive, so that gave us a little more. So now, gotta come over here to the oil filter and get to this monster. There we go. See what we look like under here. Oh, let me get something to catch that. I'm actually gonna slurp that out too. Probably should have took the oil filter out while I was still pulling on vacuum on it, but I'm actually gonna, since it's so quick to do it, I'm just gonna plug it back up and see how much more oil might have came down to the bottom. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get this off. That's the filter. There you go. That's the filter. And we see the gasket right here on the top. So let's go ahead and toss this, discard this. Alright, let's pause this. Alright. So we got the new filter with the new O-ring. Put it around there. Of course, you know your O-rings, you really want to oil them a little bit. I didn't do it that good. So, there we go. I already got the O-ring on, all earled up. Get the filter, pop the filter back in, get the snaps. Oh, right here I see it. The little clips on the side. There you go. Now we go back in. I'm gonna slurp that out. You know, a little oil around the rim. Let me try to wipe my hands. Let y'all see. See a little earl up in there, a little oil. So I'm gonna slurp that out with the machine. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna slurp the case again. Okay, I got some more oil coming out. Ooh. That's a good little bit of oil came out. Jeez. That's a good little Louis oil came out. All right, so now we're going in with 7.7 quarts of oil.
What? What? Did y'all send her in here to ask me that?
And this is 5 so far. So for the 7.7, which is right under 8, we're gonna put another almost 3. So this is 5 quarts. We'll go down, so 2. So we gotta go less than 2. So we'll be like 2.75. So we'll be right smack in between here. Let's put a mark on there.
I want some particles.
We don't have her body.
So just 2.5, 2.75 will be dead center right here. We're doing, so it's 7.7. So we need 7.7 today. So yeah, so 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we need 2.77. So remember 3.77. So this 2.75, because we're going, so we already at 5. This gonna be 6. This gonna be 7. And that'll be 8. So we need 7.7. That's 7.5. 7.7 will be almost smack in the middle right here. So we're gonna be right above that too. So let's go ahead and start pouring. Let's take our checks as we go.
And then you move my pad. Bring it up some.
All right, where we at? So I ain't go too far. All right, you close. It's close. I'm sitting on the ground. Oh, another little swig. Oh, that's right there, yo. $2.77. I mean 3.77. 3.7. I mean, god dang it. So now we got 7.7 quarts of oil in the motor. Let me something to wipe my hands off with. All right. Top that up, start it up, and then we do a maintenance light reset. So in conclusion, one thing I failed to mention is that I needed to put a fitting on the Medivac, whatever, the little a male, female to male fitting for my air compressor. But whenever I removed the oil filter, I got about, so last time we looked at the oil level, it was about, I said 4 1/5. Well, it was a little over a quarter, 4 1/4. After I removed that oil filter, I guess the suction up there had released some oil with that filter area. I got a good little bit more oil out. So what I would do is I would keep the suction going while I do the filter change. And then when I'm done with the filter change, then remove the suction, the oil pump off of there. That way I get all the remnant oil, and then suck out the little rim. Well, I technically have to suck out the little rim too. The little rim had a little oil just sitting up in there. So keep it on there until you pop the oil filter off. Then take the little hose, suck out the oil residue on the top, put it back on the thing, put the filter back in while it's sucking, and then screw it back on tight to your Newton meters or whatever. Then remove it off, because I got a good little bit, a reasonable, probably I would say a cup and a half, maybe a cup and a half more oil. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's the video, oil change. I was trying to reset the maintenance light, but it didn't work the way I was looking at it. So I got to find out exactly how. Because I didn't get the honestly, I never had the maintenance light. It said maintenance in 150 miles. So I don't know if I have to wait for the maintenance light to come on to do a reset. But anyway, we'll figure that out later. Thanks for watching. Y'all know what it is, man. Deuces.